Hello and welcome students. In this topic, you are going to learn about performing fusion run with filler rod in vertical position on 2 mm thick mild steel MS sheet using oxy-acetylene welding process.
At the end of this topic, you will be able to prepare the MS sheet as per the size of 150 mm length, 100 mm width and 2 mm thickness. Fix the job in vertical position in the weld positioner. Deposit the bead in vertical position in an upward direction. Inspect the bead for any surface defects. Let us now look at the tools required for the OAW fabrication of fusion run with filler rod in vertical position on 2 mm thick MS sheet. Steel ruler, center punch, ball peen hammer, flat file, bench vise, tri-square, chipping hammer, steel wire brush, safety clothing, gloves, PPE kit, nozzle number 5, tongs, CCMS filler rod 1.6 mm, OAW setup, cylinder key, tip cleaner, spark lighter, gas welding goggles. Let us have a look at the pre-welding preparations for a fusion run with a filler rod in vertical position on a 2 mm thick MS sheet using the OAW technique. Follow necessary safety precautions. Cut the MS sheet as per the size 150 mm length, 100 mm width and 2 mm thickness. Keep the MS sheet on the table and scribe straight lines using a ruler. Do the punch mark over the straight lines. Clean the surface of the sheet from oil or rust. Fix the punched mark sheet on the weld positioner in vertical position at a convenient height. Select the number 5 size nozzle and fix it to the blowpipe. Select 1.6 mm dia CCMS rod. Set 0.15 kg per square centimeter pressure for oxygen and acetylene gases. Ignite the blowpipe and set a neutral flame. Deposit the weld in a vertical upward position. Let us now look at the welding method for fabricating fusion run with filler rod in vertical position on a 2 mm thick MS sheet using the OAW process. The weld bead is deposited from the bottom of the punched line upwards. Hold the blowpipe at 75 degrees and the filler rod at 30 to 40 degrees to the line of weld. The angle between the blow-up nozzle, filler rod and the sheet surfaces should be 90 degrees. Ensure the melting of the base metal and the filler rod is kept to a minimum as possible. Maintain proper angles for the blowpipe and filler rod. Move the blowpipe and filler rod without any side-to-side movements. Move along the marked line at a uniform speed in an upward direction. Do not allow the inner cone of the flame to come into contact with the molten metal to avoid a backfire. Completely deposit the weld bead up to the top end of the line and ensure to fill the crater. Ensure the undercut defects are avoided by proper manipulation of the blowpipe and the filler rod. clean the bead and visually inspect for any surface or external defects. Now we will look at the important points to be followed for a fusion run with filler rod in vertical position on a 2 mm thick MS sheet by the OAW process. Wear protective clothing. Take due care that the weight of the blowpipe and hoses does not pull your hand downwards while the deposition of weld metal progresses upwards. Let us now see the defects. Undercut. Poor bead profile. Excessive reinforcement. Uneven bead profile.
Recap. Prepare the MS sheet as per size 150 mm length, 100 mm width and 2 mm thickness. Fix the job in vertical position in the weld positioner. Deposit bead in vertical position in upward direction. Inspect the bead for any surface defects. Thank you, students. Let us now meet in the next session. Bye-bye.